actor and politician Vijay, who has been summoned by the CBI in the stampede that took place in Karur. This is the CBI that's issued the summon to the actor for questioning, and he has to appear before the CBI on the 12th of this month. Earlier, the investigating agency had questioned TVK leaders and recorded their statements in the case. Meanwhile, it is the top officials of the TVK that have blamed the state administration for the stampede and denied any kind of responsibility of the party in the incident. Sam joining us. Sam, of course, other officials have been questioned in the case. Has Vijay been questioned earlier? Because now we do know that the CBI is, summoning him. He has to appear before them, and that's going to be taking place days from now on the 12th.
No, Divya, this will be the first time the CBI would question TVK Chief Actor Vijay over the Karur TVK rally stampede that killed 41 people. Earlier, the other functionaries from the TVK, including Busi Anand, the second in command, and Adha Varjana and a few others were summoned by the CBI. A team, in fact, is camping in Karur as part of the investigation. And now, Actor Vijay, the TVK chief, has been asked to appear before the CBI on the 12th of January. In fact, to give you a little backdrop, 41 people, including several children and women, had died. At that time, the Tamil Nadu police had blamed Vijay for terribly coming late to the venue, up to 7 or 8 hours late than the scheduled time, allowing the crowds to surge and not making any arrangements for food, drinking water or toilets, because of which there was fatigue, there was surging crowd, uncontrollable crowd, and when his team arrived there, when his vehicle arrived there, there was a stampede that killed 41 people. Of course, this was denied by Team Vijay. They called it a conspiracy by the ruling DMK, which the DMK has denied. And it's in this context, later the case was transferred to the CBI, although the Tamil Nadu government had constituted a special investigation team and a single member inquiry commission. And the court had struck this, and a court-monitored CBI probe was ordered. It's in this context now TVK Chief Vijay is being summoned by the CBI. There is also a political context to it. This comes at a time that the BJP, ahead of the 2026 elections, is desperately trying to rope in Actor Vijay into the NDA in Tamil Nadu. Vijay has been clear and strong about his stand towards the BJP, saying the BJP is his ideological enemy. And this also comes just before his next and last film, Jananayagan, would release, that's also facing trouble, and that issue has gone to the Madras High Court, which is likely to hear this afternoon on that as well. No formal response yet, but earlier when we had spoken about this particular point, that in a sense the issue is now being investigated by a central government agency under the BJP government. At that time, Vijay's team had said they trust the CBI probe, and if there is any issue, if they find at some point in time there is trouble over this, then they will again move the Supreme Court for this. But it's the first time Actor Vijay has been summoned. He has to go there on the 12th of January to respond to questions and to record his statement in this particular case. And earlier, the TV,
because this is really coming about close on the heels of, the Telangana Police Crime Investigation Department that had filed a charge sheet against another actor, Telugu actor, Allu Arjun, the Pushpa 2 Stampede case, and that he was given clearance there. So, of course, in that regard, this could certainly impact the optics and trajectory when it comes to the Karur case as well. So, of course, in regard to this is really coming about when that charge sheet has been filed against Telugu actor Allu Arjun in the Pushpa 2 Stampede case. And this development could certainly impact the optics and trajectory when it comes to the Karur case by signaling a tougher and more institutionally confident approach to celebrity-linked investigations. To remember, 41 people died in that rally of the actor-turned-politician in Karur on the 27th of September. Many others were injured in that rally. Many of them were children and women. During that rally, do remember that there was a lot of chaos that took place in a venue that could perhaps not accommodate the kind of people that had turned up. Why were the authorities allowing so many people to come in? Many questions were raised in that regard. Also, on the other side, we also have the fact that there was a huge amount of waiting for hours. The crowd that had collected in the area for that rally of the actor turned politician, they were made to wait for hours, something that was supposed to take place at least 3 to 4 hours before the man actually showed up at the rally. Many questions are being raised in that particular regard. He was quiet on the issue. Eventually, he did speak up on the issue. And of course, then he went on to hold other rallies in the poll-bound state of Tamil Nadu. Sam, back with us. Sam, after what we've seen has happened with Allu Arjun, in regard to another stampede that took place during the screening of Pushpa 2, and in which, the charge sheet was made against the actor. What do you think is going to happen in this particular case is anyone's guess at this particular point in time. But the CBI questioning the actor at a time when the BJP seems to be wooing the party to form an alliance.
That's right. That's the political side to this particular issue. But as you said, after this tragedy, the Tamil Nadu government had drafted a set of new guidelines for holding political rallies, particularly in terms of which draw large crowds actually. And they had stopped road shows of actor Vijay at that point in time. And now for every political party, they have to abide by these new set of rules, which include provision of drinking water, toilets, and also a clear layout in terms of designated blocks of spaces on the venue, so that there will be better crowd management, better crowd control, and there will be no repeat of this kind of a tragedy. Remember, police say, although the capacity was only around 10,000 in that particular spot where the tragedy took place, the crowds actually increased to 35,000. And it's in that context the tragedy had taken place. And now systems are being put in place in Tamil Nadu to make sure there is an organized, well-defined guidelines which will govern hosting or holding such public meetings. And of late, police have made sure that people who organize such rallies, parties who organize that rallies would have to apply much earlier, and it will be inspected, and there will be a uniform policy for all. Because at that point in time, after the tragedy, or before the tragedy in fact, the TVK had alleged that police are single-handedly targeting TVK and imposing what they called as impractical conditions. And they asked the court to make sure there will be a common uniform set of guidelines for all parties. It's in that context that this has been put in place. As you said, now this also has become a political issue because Tamil Nadu will go for elections in a few months' time, and the BJP has revived its ties with AIADMK, the key opposition party, but they are a divided house, although they have what's being called as NDA. It's a divided house, it's on a weak wicket, and the BJP feels that actor Vijay, who has a cult following, particularly among the younger audience, voters, could actually split the anti-DMK votes and could tacitly or indirectly help the DMK return to power. Whereas if Vijay or TVK is roped in to NDA, then they will become a formidable force, a formidable alliance, giving a tough fight, making the election a tough contest between the DMK alliance and the NDA in Tamil Nadu. It's in this context now the central government...
Saying at this particular point in time, because, someone from the TVK, the spokesperson just recently said that the Congress and the TVK are very similar and that both the leaders have known each other, which of course means actor Vijay and Rahul Gandhi of the Congress party. So there were a lot of, hints are being dropped as far as the Congress and the TVK coming together for the elections in Tamil Nadu. And of course today, from what we're picking up is that the BJP seems to be wooing that particular party. And now, of course, that decision that the TVK has to make, would perhaps depend on how the CBI investigation, goes in this particular case.